healthcare is not something that the government is supposed to give you. You understand this, right? Like
It
I,
isn't. You're right. I get it. It is not. It's not supposed to give you
that
that.
I mean, like when you get these people out in the street, protesting out in the blizzard, talking about healthcare while they making themselves sick, so they're gonna need more healthcare. I mean, you.
You know why I think that we want it is because we see other countries that are lesser than us get it.
Oh, hey, who left this bowl of onions here?
Yeah, but those
We claim
countries.
we claim we're the greatest nation on earth, but we ain't got free healthcare. This country where drug lords running free, but they got free healthcare though. They might get shot 25 times, but they got the doctors to go get those bullets out.
But you have to also look under that same country. A lot of people leave that country and come to the United States because our healthcare is better.
True.
I mean,
True.
all I'm saying is there's small things we can do. We can negotiate healthcare plans with the pharmaceutical companies. That honestly would be such a big advantage that would be something we should do, and we don't. Um, I mean also we could you could organize a
You know,
healthcare.
a lot of things.
Yeah,
We just, a lot of things that we could negotiate on, like how we let people tax our imports and stuff and all this other craziness. Like, why don't we, what? What is this?
and that's why I'm looking forward to, and other places during this presidency is getting him to negotiate better trade deals. This healthcare thing is a diversion to me. I wanted to get this over with so we can hurry up and get to these taxes. Because you see the tax cuts he proposed, it would benefit a lot of people, including you. You wouldn't have to pay no taxes at all. And most people, if they make less than a certain amount, the tax plan is way revolutionary. Even it lowers people who paying 35% of their taxes now. They have to pay 25. I think the lowest tax bracket was like 15%. I mean, it really would lower the tax rate. But we gotta cut all this overspending. The government isn't entitled to give you health care. You're entitled to your own life, and I think that's the problem. You got to beat that in people's heads and get that across that you're entitled. I'm gonna be honest, and I don't care who this offends. If you're 65 years old and you only have a salary of $26,000, you did something wrong. That's all you got to live off is $26,000 after years of living. To the point that you were in this position that you can't just go. You don't have any health care, nothing, no money saved, nothing. Just I need you to give me money. That you need the government's health plan in the first place is ridiculous. Okay, so you can go to assurance companies before all this monstrosity and get health care. There was no one keeping you from getting health care. And if you were too poor, you just got Medicare or Medicaid or whatever the hell. You get low income assurance, and that would cover you. They weren't, and then even if you don't have insurance, we have tons of illegal immigrants showing up at the emergency room all the time with no coverage, and they would get help. We're not the devil country. We didn't just turn them back out and say no health care. Die in the street. Just make sure you don't die in front of the business. We didn't do that before. We always took care of everybody who showed up at the hospital, and that drove up costs. That is what drove up the cost, or one of the things that drove up the cost. So what we need to do is cut those costs. Otherwise, I mean, we can't have an armed guard sitting in front of the whatchamacallit keeping people out, and we didn't have a proper border either. We just let everybody walk in. It was nothing to stop anybody from walking into America and just going to a hospital. So I mean, all these things are once again liberal practices that led to this craziness about healthcare. We had no border. We didn't allow ICE to perform its duty properly. And then we had thousands of people running into the ER with no health insurance. What we need to do is work on educating people on how to get health care. Do you remember taking a class of them talking about health care in high school?
No.
We don't educate any of our citizens or any of our people about their rights. We just send them out.
We don't educate them about anything. We educate them about that damn test.
That
I
test.
think we need to get rid of that test altogether. That's a whole other topic.
We're gonna enter on that topic if you want after this. But you see what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we don't educate the people at all about any of their rights, any of the stuff they can do. And it's all right there, and it wouldn't be a long, crazy class. But before we send people out of high school, we tell them we give them some pointless math they're probably never going to use in their life. We tell them to read a bunch of books that never going to enlighten them because
it'll only be useful if they go into that field.
And yeah, if they go in that field, but the majority of people don't. We give them a bunch of information that's useless, and we don't give them any trade or skill. So when they go out, they just working and flipping burgers. I mean, we don't turn out people with a real opportunity. You want to start with opportunity, they need to work on the educational system. The education system would be the best place to start, because right now most people go out of high school, and a high school degree will get you as much as a middle school one. Nothing. It'll just get you a regular basic job. It might set you up if you go to college, but with the majority of people getting arts degrees, you might as well not even go to college. So, I mean, you need to get a trade. And we need to set up trades in high school and make those trades mandatory. If anything should be mandatory, a trade skill should be mandatory. And get American citizens. Yeah, get American citizens.
I mean, I get it. We need fast food workers, food workers, but those people should be relegated to the kids. But let the kids every year do that shit.
Exactly. You don't want no 35, 40-year-old man.
Please.
It's absolutely the
Welcome
to
Where's Gary?
All three of you guys need to go
I'm
right
calling
now.
Gary right now.
I am calling Gary. I'm the boss.
I'm calling
Okay.
Gary too.
I have a customer that's really angry waiting for his sandwiches.
Yeah, but you know what? If she didn't get
All three of you guys need to go right
go ahead,
now.
work by yourself. I'm just.
Sir, I'm sorry. I apologize.
You said you're leaving it alone, so you should have stopped everything. I have to punch out.
I need to look at his order. You could punch out over there.
I think you need to refund my order.
Yes,
She
sir.
didn't care, remember? Over and over and over, and she didn't let me know it. She said she's staying in.
Competing with some 16-year-old kid for flipping the burger job. Doesn't make any sense. But they don't prepare people. We too busy talking about this healthcare thing, which really to me is just about people, once again, not understanding the purpose of what the government is for. You can get some sucky Aflac insurance, and it still give you some coverage. All right, so you can get assurance. Before, I don't know what the hell the rates are now for that stuff. But if you don't educate the people on how to get the assurance or where they can get, and the only people who know how to.
Well, I think the rates are going up now because we got so many people with pre-existing conditions, which obesity is a pre-existing condition now.
Who volunteered to let us watch them
Yes,
for a day,
it's a thing.
where the discovery
It's a
they
thing.
made upon being watched
Oh,
was
God.
But,
they didn't have any idea.
Yes, it is. Because the South is like really obese. The South is like, I know I'm big. The South is like bigger. I don't know as possible what they are. It's that good old Southern cooking. Alabama, all them states that are about to get rid of Obamacare probably gonna need it for years. Like, it's a pre-existing condition. So we got pre-existing condition people, and they're just sucking up all the Medicaid from the regular people who really don't use it all the time. And so we got to pay for that.
Well, we have group sharing assurance or group sharing. It's group sharing assurance. I could think of one. MediShare is one I could think offhand, and they share the cost of medical coverage, and it doesn't matter if you have a pre-existing condition. You know, it'll cover you. I think we need to start looking at those things. It used to be the local city would take care of its poor and its people. Now it's just that we just throw that to the government.
Healthcare is about to be like car insurance. Like you turn 18, you're gonna need that. You can turn 27, you're gonna need to have it. Like,
yeah.
So you want to walk out that door, you're gonna get the job. You want to do life, but have this fucking insurance. Yeah.
And it really that's the problem was that the mandate basically held a gun to everybody's head and said if you didn't get this coverage or if you didn't have coverage, we could ruin your life. Okay, so I honestly don't know where they're gonna take this, but it's not something you're entitled to.
Here's hoping that when this bill hits the Senate, the actual negotiation can be done.
Yeah.
Because if it can't, that bill's gonna die.
Well,
and,
and people's careers gonna die with it. Well, only Paul Ryan. The only person who's gonna die with this fucking bill is Paul Ryan. They need to. He putting this in as a rein in spending or the deficit. That's how he's proposing it. And and yeah, that's a conservative value. But fuck, I mean, he needs a. Right now, I just see this plan as a way to kick people off of government healthcare and force them to go back into the market. But the average American, and I'm sorry if I offend people, the average American is an idiot. He can't figure out.
Yeah, they are.
Can't figure out.
They're not special. A lot of people don't pay attention to politics until it affects them. It's like, yeah, well, this shit's affecting you, man. Like,
the average American, they can't figure out they can get their own 401k. They can't figure out they can get their own retirement account. They can't figure out they can get their own pension. They can't.
There's no training for that.
They can't retire, and they can't figure any of this stuff out. They don't realize they can get their own mutual fund. They don't realize they can get their own investment accounts. They can't.
I think if you want to make America better, the last year, you should have the last year should pretty much be 11th grade, and then the 12th grade you should just equal skills for life.
Yeah.
Like that whole 12th year, from whatever age to whatever age, teaching them skills they're going to use. Because half of that shit, they don't give a damn about none of that. Last year, nowadays people graduate so early or so late that last year don't even matter.
Computer said I failed that test. The computer made an error. I recommend this time I pass.
You're gonna do well, Jerome. I can feel it.
Yep.
People be graduating in the middle of the year. People be graduating before the year starts. People be graduating after the year happens. After they time, before they time, no one's graduating in the middle. People don't even go to graduation half the time. Like that last year should be used to see what you really want to do. You want to go to skills. You want to learn trade. You want to.
Carpenters turn a design into a reality. They work from architectural plans to construct the wooden framing of a building.
Throw them into the depth and then go from there.
This should be life skills. It should really be a focus on life skills on that last year.
But no, we're so focused on that goddamn test that we don't give a damn. You need to do some community service. That's just so they can get used to working. But if your parents is on point, they gonna see you have a job anyway.